We just hope it goes better than last time.
What happened last time?
You don't want to know.
The original Meg was mostly shot around New Zealand, with Jason Statham taking on a gigantic prehistoric shark, a megalodon. Providing backup were Kiwi star Cliff Curtis, Chinese celebrity Bing Bing Lee, and a cute little Chinese moppet called Sophia Kai. Cliff and Sophia return with the Stath, though both New Zealand and Bing Bing Lee were abandoned before Meg 2, The Trench.
This is truly a terrible idea.
I've been training her since she was a pup. We have a special bond.
The trench being the famous Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean anywhere, and the home of the last movie's invading megalodons. For the second film, director Ben Wheatley decides we need an historical recap. Flashback 65 million years. A caption explains that the world was inhabited by dinosaurs of all shapes and sizes. But the king of them all was... anyone? That's right, Tyrannosaurus, T to his friends, Rex. But was it really? What's that hurtling in from the sea and aiming at our carnivorous friend? It's a big galumphing mega shark, rather poorly animated it has to be said. OK, well, that's all the explanation this story needs, thinks director Wheatley, who's better known for art films like A Field in England, High Rise and Happy New Year, Colin Burstead. Wheatley immediately throws us into the middle of some problems in the Mariana Trench.
Jonas, we need your help. We're detecting increased aquatic activity 25,000 feet deep in the trench.
Jonas, Jason Statham, is now an eco-warrior taking on ratbags who dump nuclear waste in our oceans. Well, don't worry about that. He's also inherited the late Bing Bing Lee's daughter, Mei Ying, now a stroppy teen, as well as Mei Ying's heroic Uncle Jimmy, whose hobby is training a tame megalodon. Well, that's not important either. Cliff Curtis, tell us what is.
It's an ancient ecosystem untouched by man. Whatever is down there is trying to make its way to the surface.
This was a bad idea.
Just a little bit.
There have been people, possibly nuclear ratbags, tampering with the trench, and once you start doing that, who knows what you're going to unearth. Jonas and his buddies decide to take a couple of deep-diving mini-subs down into the deeps to find out what's up and who's doing it. No, not you, Mei Ying.
I want to dive the trench.
No.
Why not? Saying it's too dangerous.
Too dangerous for you.
But of course, we know that saying no to a stroppy teen is a waste of time in this sort of movie. Meg 2, The Trench is firmly aimed at a family audience, much to Jason Statham's disapproval, I gather. This means not much swearing, but plenty of enthusiastic, if bloodless, violence. And it also means that Mei Ying gets to stow away on the sub.
Mei Ying? You gotta be kidding me.
I see that you're angry, but I believe that this is a reasonable and responsible decision.
Let's explore.
OK, so far so good. Once we get down to 25,000 feet or so, it's anybody's guess what we're likely to find down there. Is it really? Well, no, not really, because we've all been waiting for the moment when we're attacked by bigger and better Megs.
Jonas, we've got company.
That's the biggest Meg I've ever seen.
Biggest Meg anyone's ever seen.
That's the apex predator.
But it turns out there are bad guys on the loose in the trench as well as Megs. They've been mining valuable minerals down there. Minerals they discovered were ripe for the picking. How did they discover that, you may ask? Look out! What's that behind you? Stop asking questions and run for your life.
Everybody out of water! Sir! Get back on the boat! Sir! Get out of water! What is it?
In fact, whenever I wondered what exactly was going on in terms of any sort of plot, there'd be another attack from giant prehistoric sharks, including Uncle Jimmy's pet one that got away while we weren't watching.
Go! We've never seen this before.
They hunted it back.
I know Hart's 80s hit Barracuda seems to be putting it mildly, and you won't be surprised to learn that this noisy pig's breakfast of a movie hasn't exactly proved a favourite with the critics. Even by Jason Statham's usual standards, Meg 2, The Trench, is wildly incoherent.
Everybody make it to the station! You can make it! Keep going!
3 massive Megs and who knows what else have escaped the breach.
But wait, what's that sound as the final credits roll? It was the sound of spontaneous applause from the audience, and as the lights went up I could see why. They were mostly kids, delighted that the film's PG rating meant they could enjoy the sight of monstrous sharks attacking Jason Statham.
You can relax. This place, Meg-proof. I mean, Jonas was always afraid of this, but I was also thinking...
They loved it and couldn't care less, and it made no dramatic sense whatsoever. Did it have gigantic sharks? Yes, it did. Did it have a few jokes, including a callback to that cute little doggy from the first Meg? Absolutely. And has it encouraged them to see more, possibly far better movies at a cinema next time? Certainly it has, and for that reason alone, I'm not going to get too snooty about Meg 2, The Trench.